Hello, my dear friend in Christ. Good morning. How are you doing? This is Father Tony coming your way again on this day of grace. I want to share with you being at post to receive your posting. So many times I guess you have desired and yearned to be on a higher pedestal. Socially, economically, spiritually, physically, whatever you think about, you are looking for higher grounds. But sometimes it doesn't seem to come forth. Perhaps you are losing sight of the fact that you are not at post to receive that posting. What am I talking about? Go with me to 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 1 onwards. And that was when Samuel was sent by the Lord to go and anoint a new king. But there was one person called David. He was at post. He was tending to the sheep. And the Bible said, Samuel said, we will not go down to sit until this boy comes. Because he was at post. Now if you go with me to again John chapter 9 verse 1 to 41. The Bible tells us about a blind man who was at post. He was in the temple day and night, and people were even thinking that it was because of his parents' sin, or perhaps he himself. But the good Lord said, it is not, but because he is at post, he received his sight. The same way when it comes to Paul, in the book of Ephesians, when Paul himself was giving us how he moved from darkness into light, the Bible told us in the book of Acts that Paul was on his way to Damascus. He was at post. He was ready to fight for Yahweh when the good Lord called him to higher grounds. There are three things that I want you to take notice of if you want to be on a higher pedestal. David was tending to his sheep. He was at work. Socially, he was at work. Paul had a zeal. He had a high spirit, expectation to fight for God, so God used it. And the blind man was always in the temple praying. Today I want to ask you, are you exercising the good gift of your social duties to man, to your friends, to your family, to wherever you find yourself, like David, just attending to sheep, just attending to minor things that God has given you? If yes, then be ready for higher posting. If not, then you have to think and rethink and relive. Like Paul, do you have the zeal to fight for God, to make sure that there is goodness in humanity? Are you on a good cause? If yes, be ready for higher posting. And finally, I want to ask you, are you in your temple of prayer? Have you picked up your prayer life and it is part of your engine, it's part of your fuel in you? Then you are ready to move for a higher posting. Think about this. I'm not going to go too practical today, but I want you to think. Your duty, your zeal, your prayer. If you are able to boost these ones up in your post, then you are ready for higher posting. From a shepherd to a king. From a persecutor to an apostle. From a blind man to a one that sees. May you get there. May you be there. And may you reach there for higher posting in this season of grace. Pick up your duty. Pick up your zeal. And pick up your prayer life. I wish you well. God bless you. May you find yourself at post to receive your posting. God bless you. Have a good day, and I wish you well. See you next time.